What's going on YouTube? It's me, Shamar, Levitate back on the channel again. I know I've been away for a while, but I don't know what else to say, but clearly I'm back on it, trying to be more consistent for y'all. But y'all see from the title down below in the description, in the title of the video, we're talking about how to vlog. Now, vlogging has been a consistent pattern on YouTube for a long time. I think even before Casey Neistat, but Casey Neistat kind of pioneered, the style of vlogging, kind of doing a day in the life or just rolling around and doing a video opposed to sitting down and doing a structured video, kind of how I'm doing now. But vlogging has become so popular since the early 2010s that even to this day, people are still vlogging. So I figured to do a video just to show you guys how to vlog, why it's so popular, and how to find your style in vlogging. But before we get into this video, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. All you gotta do is click that red button, turn it into white, and you're good to go. Now for me, I'm a vlogger as well. I also vlog for my personal channel. I vlog for a couple channel, Chris and Mar. Make sure you guys follow that as well. I'll leave that in the description below. But essentially, I use two pieces of gear whenever it comes to vlogging, which I think is like a great recommendation for anybody that wants to start. Essentially, I start with my phone. My phone is my go-to just because not only is it meant for vlogging, but it's also meant for everyday life, like work, social media. If I have to text somebody, you know what I'm saying? My phone serves multiple purposes. However, you can also use it for vlogging. Now, the reason why I don't recommend this as a primary source for your vlogs, while it is very convenient, it takes up a lot of space. We're in 2024 now, so a lot of content is meant to shoot in 1080p and 4K. And while this is a 13 Pro Max, while this phone can shoot 4K, it takes up a lot of space in my phone. And considering I take pictures and videos and I do a lot of other things that take up space in my phone, iPhones still to this day, I don't know why, you buy the storage that you have on your phone. So say you buy a 128 gig phone, you only have probably 120 gigs of storage. Outside if you get the iCloud service, which I do have as well, that I pay for, you can kind of sync it with the cloud so that it saves the space on your phone. However, the less space you have on the phone, your phone starts to slow down. If your phone gets too hot, your phone stops recording or it kills the battery, which is why the phone should be your secondary service if your primary source of video is not working or is running out of space or the battery has died. Now, my primary source for shooting is the Sony ZV-1. I've had this camera now for about 2-3 years. I've actually done a video on this channel before. You guys can go check it out, and I'll leave it up top as well if you want to go check it out. But this camera has been a dominant force in my vlogging career. Not only is it compact, and I've added small accessories to it to make it even better. It fits in my pocket. I don't need an extra mic to go on top, although you can add one. It's a flip out screen so I can see myself vlogging, and it's really light, so I can take it anywhere with me. I could put it in my bag, I could put it in my pocket, and I can take it anywhere I want to, and it shoots 4K. Now it does have restrictions on this camera as well, like overheating or 4K taking up a lot more space on a memory card, but essentially I don't have to worry about my phone at all. I can save my phone battery for anything else that I need it to use for. And the camera is literally just used for recording. So I would recommend anybody that wants to start vlogging, start off with the camera that you have. So if that's just your phone, obviously just use your phone. But if you want to get something that's 4K, that's lightweight and that doesn't cost too much, you can get the ZV-1. I also recommend the Canon M50. Their cameras are really great. Even the Sony ZV-E1 that just came out not too long ago, somewhat on the pricey side, but you can still get something that's really effective. It's really small and it gets the job done. Now, I think the biggest thing for anybody that comes into vlogging, I think their #1 problem is recording themselves, which tends to be a lot, it's a little daunting, especially if you're not coming from a film background, or you're not used to the camera being in front of you, or you're a little shy. And I would say to combat that is honestly experience. You just have to get comfortable with filming yourself or being around other people and then watching you film yourself. It's very typical for people to just see that, somebody has a camera out, and of course it's 2024, so more people are recording content. People are still going to stare at you because it's unusual, especially for the older crowd, to see somebody walking around with a camera and just speaking to a camera. So for them, they're not used to or accustomed to vloggers or people who are creating content on their own. Honestly, that's just something you have to kind of get used to. There really is no remedy. There is no trying to hide it. I used to be a vlogger who, I'll put the camera down here instead of straight forward because I was too scared to see, or I was too scared for people to see me do this because it just brings out more attention. In retrospect, you're kind of hurting your content because now, when you go back to edit, it's kind of just showing like up your nose or kind of below. where you want people to see you face to face. So essentially, when it comes to vlogging, I think the number one problem is, you know, being scared to show people that you're recording yourself. And honestly, there's no remedy. You just kind of have to go with the flow, or even start out with friends around you so that you feel more comfortable. And the more you get into the, you know, habit of recording yourself, you can do it on your own and you won't be as afraid. I don't think that problem ever goes away fully, just because, you know, it's still unusual to, you know, be talking to yourself, especially with a camera around. It's kind of the same as like not having the camera around and you're just walking and talking to yourself. You look weird. But with the camera there, it makes it, you know, more noticeable that you're talking to a camera, and you kind of just have to, you know, push yourself to not be afraid and not really care about other people's opinions and just record yourself. And honestly, the more you do it, the better the content becomes, which in turn, you know, once you become, you know, that star or somebody that's like a known vlogger, people will automatically know that you're recording a vlog. And who knows, some people, I've noticed, even when I didn't, or when I was first starting, there were people that would jump in the vlog even though they didn't know what you're recording, because they just wanted to be in the video. So you might grow a bigger vlog, or a vlog might go in a completely different direction because you're recording, and people just want to be in the vlog, or people just want to be in the video, and they'll tag themselves, they'll even follow you. I've had plenty of times where people come up to me because they see a camera in my hand, like, oh, you do videography, you do editing. I've gotten jobs by doing that. I've gotten, you know, Instagram followers, I've gotten YouTube subscribers. So honestly, I think you have to get out of your head of being afraid. And honestly, the more you do it, the bigger your platform becomes. And sometimes you'll gain followers and people just by seeing that, hey, I'm recording a vlog, do you want to be part of it? They'll tag themselves, they'll even watch your vlog, they'll share it with their friends. And next thing you know, you just grow a following out of, you know, jumping out of the comfort zone and just recording yourself, even with people staring at you. So now the hardest part in vlogging, and I think this is the last point I'm going to bring up, is editing. Editing is, I'm not going to say super hard, it's just time consuming. So I think part of being a vlogger is learning how to edit, because editing is so freelance, especially with vlogging. Vlogging is not structured at all. It's very loose. It's honestly kind of like whatever is going on through the day, that's what happens. So with vlogging, you kind of have to, and it ties back to the point of like having your own style. Once you find your own style, you'll find your own sound effects, you'll find your own, you know, memes that you want to throw in, if that's the kind of content you're going for, or if you're just a straight vlogger. You'll learn how to rough cut, you know, certain parts that's like fluff and you don't really want it to be part of the vlog. And essentially you just want to build a story at the end. So the editing part may be time consuming, but easier it is to find your niche or find what kind of vlog style you want to go for, the easier editing will be. I would say in the beginning, just take your time with editing, doing rough cuts. You know, if you want to throw in sound effects once in a while, you can. Don't overbear it, because vlogging already is, you know, kind of showing off your personality. So part of the vlog is, yes, doing what you do on a normal day basis, or if you're going out in a day in the life, like going to the grocery store, or, you know, meeting up with a friend, or you're on a vacation, your personality will already shine in that vlog. But throwing too many effects would not only take away from your personality, but it will become more of a video as opposed to a vlog. Be cautious when you're editing. I would say do rough cuts. Just take your time with the vlog. Vlogs are usually around 10 to 15 minutes, so people like to see a little bit more. So make it long, but not long, you know, where it's dragging out on doing certain things. Keep it concise, and just, again, like, make your personality outshine the video, because if you're just a vlogger that's vlogging, going to the grocery store, driving somewhere, but there's no personality behind it, people won't watch. And lastly, just have fun with it. I think vlogging is one of those videos that's, again, is very loose, but your personality is the king in that video. And so if you're having fun, people will see that in the vlog. So just, I would say, have fun with vlogs. Remember, it's not structured at all. So just kind of go with the flow in what you're doing in the day, and show that in the video. And as you're doing it, the more comfortable you get, the easier it becomes. And who knows, your vlogs could take you places that you've never seen before. So while I'm not the king of vlogging, I'm not the greatest at it. I have been doing it for a while, and honestly, it's fun. It's enjoyable, and I think most of my content now is vlogs. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you got a lot of information out of it. If you did and you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, press that button. As always, it helps out tremendously with this channel. Until then, I will be dropping more on this channel, but until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.